You can't pay us enough to find a plantation.
So if you agree with that, then congratulations, you're pro-slavery.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this clip, we're going to watch Matt Walsh expose the racism from the Democrat Party, especially coming from Jasmine Crockett, when it comes down to the illegal immigrants coming into this country. So let's not waste any time and get straight into this video.
You know, I keep saying that I will stop playing Jasmine Crockett clips on the show, but then she keeps saying things that are so baffling in their stupidity that I have no choice but to play them. I can't help myself. I just can't. I'm thinking now I probably have to embrace it and go the other direction and have an official weekly Jasmine Crockett segment. Just stop fighting against the riptide and go with it. I don't know, but either way, this is pretty extraordinary. Here she is talking about illegal immigration, making her argument in favor of it, and listen to what she says.
So I had to go around the country and educate people about what immigrants do for this country, or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Right.
The fact is, ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now. Okay, so I'm lying. Raise your hands. You're not. We done picking cotton. We are. You can't pay us enough to find a plantation.
We done picking cotton, she says. So this is Jasmine Crockett openly admitting that they want illegal aliens in this country as slave labor. She came right out and said it. Just came right out. Never mind the fact that she's wrong about her basic claim, you know, that they're this claim of, well, they're doing jobs that Americans won't do. There are plenty of non-illegals who do farm work. There are plenty of American citizens who would work on farms, who do work on farms. It's certainly not correct to say that American citizens are done working on farms, so we need to bring the illegal aliens in to do it for us. That is not true. But regardless, we now have Democrats just coming out and admitting that this is about slave labor. She even says plantations. Like, I don't want to be on the plantations. Let's put them on them. So when I say that this is an argument for slavery, I don't say that just as some kind of gotcha or some sort of joke. I mean, this is literally the argument for slavery. Like, if you've ever wondered how anyone could have ever supported slavery, how the whole world supported slavery for thousands of years, this is it, basically. You don't have to wonder anymore. It's no longer a mystery. Jasmine just said it. She's saying that we need illegal immigrant labor because immigrants are fit for this kind of work, but the rest of us aren't. It's work that we don't want to do, and we're too good for that, but the immigrants are fit for it, and so they should do it. These people, illegal immigrants, are suited to work the fields. For them, it's a blessing. Right? For them, it's a great opportunity. It's a blessing to be able to do it. For us, it's drudgery. It's beneath us. Well, again, that is the argument for slave labor. That's it right there. So if you agree with that, then congratulations, you're pro-slavery. And the good news, here's the good news, okay? The good news is you're not alone. I mean, this is actually one area where your views, if you're on Jasmine Crockett's side, your views are more traditional than mine. That's the funny thing. The people who are opposed to illegal immigration, like me, actually have, at least on this point about labor, we actually have liberal views on the subject. We are the big libs. We're the woke ones saying that we shouldn't have an underclass of servants who we import to do menial labor that we don't want to do. Okay, we're saying we don't want that. So on this point, we're a bunch of libs. Historically speaking, we're a bunch of libs because pretty much every society in history has traditionally had a setup like that. It's just that in the past we called them slaves, we called them indentured servants. There have been different labels, different ways of different systems in place, but It's always the same idea. Now we call them undocumented workers, but it's always been the same basic concept. It's the concept that Jasmine Crockett just laid out, that we've got all this menial labor. We don't want to do it. It sucks for us to do it. Let's find these people over here that are kind of beneath us, and for them, they're suited to this. So, on the right, we are breaking with tradition on the slavery issue. And on the left, they have found the one single issue where they embrace tradition. This is the one time where people on the left are embracing tradition, where they're taking a stand for the traditional way of doing things. This is it with slavery. Because again, slavery is, I'll admit, as a defender of tradition generally, I'll admit slavery is very traditional. It's perhaps the most traditional institution that you could name. But I generally defend tradition. Not all traditions are good. There are some bad ones, and that's one of them. That's probably the first one that comes to mind. And it's just very funny to me that the left, they throw out every tradition except that one. That's the only one they want to keep. They look at our ancestors and they say, those morons were wrong about everything except slave labor. They had that one right. It's I don't know, you have to laugh about it. At least I do. I guess I have a morbid sense of humor, but that's what they want, slave labor.
Yeah, so Matt Walsh was 100% correct. There's nothing that he said that I would disagree with. Now, the question that we need to ask Jasmine Crockett is, what does she mean when she says that immigrants are more fit for these jobs? What does she mean by that? Because what I do know is that illegal immigrants are not more physically fit, right? That's not the case at all. Anybody can do those jobs. Those are low-skilled positions, low-wage positions. So they don't have the physical capacity that other people have or don't have, right? It doesn't take more skill, more knowledge to do those jobs, so they don't possess that, right? What is she talking about more fit? Well, it's pertaining to their immigration status. That's the only fitness that they have to do these jobs, because that's the only jobs that they would technically qualify for. There's nothing else that illegal immigrants possess besides their illegal status that allows them to be more fit than Americans doing those jobs. The only thing that qualifies them for those jobs is the fact that they're illegal, they're low wage, and companies are willing to hire illegal immigrants to do those positions because they're willing to take low wages for those positions. It's not like illegal immigrants are more physically fit to work outside and, work those physically demanding jobs that are extremely laborious. That's not the case at all. That's not the case at all. The only fitness that they possess is that they're willing to take, sometimes pay under the table. They're willing to take low wages, under minimum wage sometimes. Sometimes it is paid in cash, so they don't pay taxes on it. So they're willing to make that type of concession. So that's the only fitness that they possess. That's it. They're not more physically fit. They're not more mentally fit or more skilled or anything like that. It's not a skill issue whatsoever. It's the fact that they're willing to take these positions due to their illegal status. Now, what blows my mind is that Democrats will pretend and act as if these illegal immigrants actually want those jobs. That's not even the case at all. That's what they're forced into, right? When they come into this country, those are the positions that are available for them to work in. Low skill, low wage positions that most people don't want to work for the same pay, right? That's it. That's the only reason. And that's why they technically want them to come into this country illegally. Because if they come into this country legally, then they would qualify for better positions and for better jobs. And that's what blows my mind. Instead of encouraging illegal immigrants to come into this country the legal way and actually be able to qualify for better jobs and better position and higher pay, they'll tell these people, hey, just get here however you get here and figure out once you get into this country. and they resort to taking on low wage, low skill, extremely laborious positions that are extremely physically demanding. It's not because they want those positions. That is just the craziest mindset that these people have. So no, these people are not more fit for these jobs. It's only because of their immigration status. That's the only thing that qualifies them for these positions. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's talk about it in the comment section. Leave your opinions down below. Of course, if you are brand new to the channel, consider hitting subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.